Yes, my people, we have come your way once again to give you updates on a development coming from Abia State Government. Well, the design you are looking at the background is the new Abia Airport, that is going to come into place. They said it will be located somewhere between Umuahia and Aba. That is the new design of the airport. And the airport was designed by a Chinese man, the same Chinese man that designed the area international market that is under construction. So now we are going to give you details of this partnership. Abia State Government partners with federal government on construction of airport projects. Then Ariam and Osaka Ikuano Ikorebene Road construction. And secondly, as soon as we are done with the details of Abia State partnership with the federal government on the construction of airports, I will still give you update concerning what the fan said. As the fan director, Olubumi Kuku. He's the managing director of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria. I will tell you what he said. She said that 19 Nigerian airports not viable. And she still went further to tell us that it is about only 3 that are viable. So we are going to hear these 2 details in this video. And let's just start with first the partnership to build an airport and a road with Abia State Government. So the Abia State Government has confirmed its partnership with the federal government on 2 major infrastructure projects, the construction of an airport in Abia State and the development of the Ariam Osaka Ikuano Ikorebene Road. Governor Alex Soti announced this during a church service at Christ Embassy along Library Avenue, Bank Road, Umuahia. According to a statement by Ukoha Njoko Ukoha, the press secretary to the executive governor of Abia State, he emphasized that work on this project will commence soon, noting that the partnership with the federal government on the airport project will be officially announced shortly. I want to reassure the pastor that we are doing something about the Korebene Ariama Osaka all the way, just like we are partnering with the federal government on the airport project, which will be advertised very soon. We are also partnering with the federal government on the Ikuano Road all the way to Akwa Ibom. And I can assure you that very soon work will start there, Governor Otis said. These projects are part of the Abia State Government's efforts expected to boost the state's economic development and improve connectivity for residents and businesses. In addition to what I have said, the statement revealed that Access Bank had shown interest in partnering with the Abia State Government on the airport project. A federal government team from the Ministry of Aviation, including representatives from various aviation agencies such as the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, Nigeria Meteorological Agency NIMET, Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, and the Nigerian Airspace Management Agencies had already visited Abia State to inspect the proposed site for the new airport. Then the Abia State Government projects that if everything goes according to plan, a runway And the terminal building should be completed within the next year with additional facilities to flow. Then it is important to note that during a visit to the United States earlier this year, Governor Oti disclosed that his predecessor, Okezie Bazo, had authorized the release of 10 billion from state funds for the purpose of building Abia Airport. According to an audit by the global audit firm KPMG, the contractor was later instructed to wire the funds into 32 different accounts. This is the latest concerning the whatever they call it about the fund meant for the Abia Airport by the previous administration. So now let's take a closer look on what the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria said, the director, of what she said concerning airports in Nigeria. And you are going to hear the ones that are viable and the ones that are not viable, from these updates that I'm going to drop here now. She said 19 Nigerian airports not viable, FAN. The managing director of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, Olubunmi Kuku, has stated that only 3 out of 22 airports under its management are profitable and contribute largely to the growth of the aviation sector. Kuku was a guest on the channel's television morning show on Tuesday, said that 19 of the nation's airports under FAN were being subsidized as they do not get passengers traffic commensurate to their operational costs. She further said that the majority of the 22 airports managed by FAN require maintenance and upgrades in critical infrastructure like the terminal areas, the land sites, as well as the air sites. The revelation by the FAN MD tallies with findings by the Punch that only 4 out of over 30 airports in the country are economically viable, contributing 5.5 trillion naira to foreign trade in 51 months. The 4 airports, which includes Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Murtala Mohammed Airport, Kano, and Port Harcourt, contributed a sum of 529.68 trillion naira in total export and 5.5 trillion in imports between January 2020 and March 2024. These statistics indicate that most airports are not economically viable to support foreign trade, despite plans by various state governments to commence construction of airports purportedly to attract trade. In the interview, the FAN MD mentioned that the authority plans to provide cross subsidies to certain new airports under development. I started by saying that we have 22 airports which we own and managed, people said. We also have about 6 or 7 airports that are either owned by state government or private individuals or entities, which we also support with either aviation security or fire and rescue services. We have several states in the north as well as in the southwest that are coming up with new airports, I will say that based on the stats today, only 3 of the 22 airports are actually profitable and contributed largely to the sustenance of the airport companies that we run. I would also say that we are cross-subsidizing the other 19 airports today, and in most instances we will substitute or cross-subsidize for some of the airports that are coming on board as well, she added. Kuku mentioned that FAN allocated 50% of the revenue to the federal government, posing a significant challenge. She added that the authority was engaging in a discussion with different branches of government to explore potential relief measures. According to the FAN boss, passenger traffic correlates more strongly with gross domestic product growth and economic activities rather than the construction of new airports. Kuku emphasized the importance of prioritizing activities like trade, manufacturing, and tourism to boost airport traffic. Rather than building new airports, we need to look at the bottom of the value chain to determine what activities can drive traffic into these airports, Kuku said. She also mentioned that FAN was working closely with international organizations such as the International Air Transport Association and the Federal Ministry of Aviation to enhance domestic and international route expansion. Kuku also noted that there were ongoing initiatives at developing Nigeria and transforming specific airports within the country into transit hubs. What that means is that we start to build a network of airports where we can push our feeders to some of the other states or some of the other locations and start to utilize our airports, she said. The farm boss also mentioned that close to 4 million passengers currently travel internationally from Nigeria, emphasizing that the critical importance of efficient infrastructure utilization to sustain and upkeep the facilities. Meanwhile, checks by one of our correspondents, that is Punch, to analyze the contribution of state airports to foreign trade shows that they perform poorly when compared to other means of transportation. Using the foreign trade statistics report released by the National Bureau of Statistics, between January 2020 and March 2024, the sector aided import and export trade worth 5.5 trillion in 51 months. This is, however, 3,000% or 167 trillion less than the 173.4 trillion contributed by Apapa Port within the same period. Then let's continue. The Murtala Mohammed Airport in Lagos State recorded the highest amount with 2.59 trillion, followed by Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport, Abuja, with a total trade transaction of 740 billion. Malam Aminu Kano International Airport and Port Harcourt Airport, recorded 743 billion and 112 billion respectively. The non-viable airports include Asaba Airport, Akwa Ibom Airport, Uyo Bayelsa International Airport, MKO Abiola International Airport, Osun uncompleted, Ekiti Cargo Airport, Anambra Cargo Airport, Umueri, Abia Airport, Wachakal Airport, Damaturu, and Duse International Airport. Others are Lafia Airport, uncompleted, Kebbi Airport, Auchi Airport, Edo State, completed. Zamfara Airport, Nasarawa Airport, and Gombe Airport, Enugu, Kano, Kaduna, Benin, Owerri, Jos, Sokoto, Meduguri, Yola, Bauchi, Akure, Ibadan, Ilori, Calabar, Minna, and Katsina airports. Well, this is the much we can take until I come your way next time. I say bye for now.